My long and winding road, just like everybody else has got a long and winding road. When I was in law school, it was a time when lawyers would not touch typewriters or keyboards because they thought they were typewriters, and they even want to use the word processor until the daisy wheel would actually put an imprint and you could rub your hand over the paper and feel like as if somebody typed it. And it was during an era, just like this week, we're wondering about a government shutdown. This was at a time when the government was pulling back student aid. And so I was short about $2,000 for my studies at law school. So they offered me work study working on the placement office computer, which was in Fortran with some punch cards. And that's how we did scheduling of interviews, if you can imagine the stress of people trying to get their interviews with this weird scheduling program. I did that during law school, and I felt that if I went into the law library, you know, as my classmates did, and did traditional law thing, I would never go back to computers. And this is when the microcomputer was just introduced, and I could see the change it was going to make. And I said, all right, I'm going into computers, and when the law catches up, I'll do that. That'll be about 10 years in my head. It was 20. And so 20 years later, I was just coming off a contract with HealthNet in Southern California, and I was talking to Disney Interactive about doing something with them in interactive voice response. And I saw something that said they were looking for someone who could do computer evidence at FIOS, an emerging company in Portland. And so I interviewed there, and that's how I ended up in eDiscovery. I built their collection and forensics practice because they felt they had all the law stuff covered, but they just didn't know how to get the data.